flavored foodstuffs.
Yes.
Matt, your favorite.
Pickle flavored foodstuffs, definitely chips.
Yeah.
Though
I mean,
cotton
classic.
candy, not bad. Cotton candy, surprisingly
What?
good.
Okay, never heard of that one.
I forgot about that one. I
yeah,
totally
we
forgot
liked
that we
it.
had that experience.
God, daggum.
Well,
Yes.
Oh.
What's your favorite pickle flavored thing, Evan?
Pickles.
Pickles. I can honestly say if there's a pickle flavored something, I'm probably going to pick it up and try it. I can't think of a pickle flavored thing where I'd be like
pickled flavored butter stick.
Sure, I would have pickle flavor, like dill butter, like a compound butter. That's
pickle flavored dill.
I would do it. Is all I'm saying.
Go.
Do we need to start a show?
We should start the show.
Okay.
Like flaming hot cottage cheese.
I'm not flaming hot. I'm just tolerable fair hot.
Pickled flavored hand sanitizer.
Okay, maybe we found the thing.
Oh, did you see Drew's pickle flavored cheesecake? That's a good one. I probably would try that. I would probably try that.
I'm not saying I would like any of these, but I'm saying I would try it. Hey, quick note to everybody who is joining us live right now.
Yeah.
In the live chat, go up to the top left and flip from top chat to live chat. That means you'll get to see everybody chatting right now. And what we want is an inclusive environment where nobody is hidden behind the top chat wall.
Oh, I didn't even know that existed. Holy cow.
You're welcome.
Weird. Is that new?
No, it's always been that way. And the thing is you can't set it so it always defaults to live chat. You have to always toggle. And our dear friend Rabbit has had some issues being seen. So I want to make sure everybody feels seen, heard, hugged, felt, understood.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's what we're about here. We see you in a creepy,
hug it out.
Pickle flavored way.
Yeah, pickles on your PB, pickle flavored peanut butter, just so you don't have to do a pickled peanut butter sandwich. Just pickled
flavored. Has anybody had pickle pizza? Because that shit's delicious.
That is incredible.
Is that a bread and butter or like a garlic dill?
Really, you could go any way.
You could go either way, but I've had dill.
And are the pickles out of the refrigerator or are they baked on the pizza? So they're like squishy. Okay.
No,
like a fried pickle. Like
you could do a fried pickle. Yeah.
Okay.
Pickle juice. One of my favorite, it's not pickles, but it's pickle adjacent by virtue of being dill. Like a good pizza with a fried egg and a bunch of dill on it. Nothing better. God.
Fresh dill or just like
fresh
dried
dill. So you bake the pizza with the dill, like whatever cheese blend you want, and
I don't know why I'm so inquisitive about this.
You put the egg in the middle and just kind of like flash it back in the oven and then pull it out and then you cut it and the yolk goes boom and just flash it.
Yes.
So good.
For those of you new to the Pocket Dimension, especially Pocket Dimension Live, we typically start off every TTRPG exciting rundown talking about food because it's lunchtime.
So we're all
we've got food on the brains.
Well, and it's usually a matter of would you eat this and who's going to be grossed out.
That's true.
Who we got? We don't got Fitz. Fitz is across the pond.
I'm not
eating Swedish pickles.
Eating Swedish pickles. And Swedish pickle flavored candy. Fire Drake was first, followed closely by Kai. We have Tay here today, but Tay has no sound. So I told Tay to tell us what he thinks we're talking about based on gestures and vibes alone.
Can't hear anything?
Can't hear anything. Just going by. So we should all even though we're talking about happy things, we should just look really
Is there live closed captioning? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
It should be. It will be someday. It will be.
Did I already say Tay? Disastrous Goth is here, and Open World Addict is here, and Drewski. So great, I had to say it twice apparently. And Rabbit, who now we can all see because we all know how to put on live chat.
What's up, Rabbit?
There's so much scrolling. Oh, Bladebound made it. Hello, my friend.
Yes.
Swedish pickles
yes.
like fish.
Yes, I do, Dave.
Exactly like
yes,
that.
I do.
Exactly like that.
Yeah. I'm here to incite violence, says Disaster Scott. Always. That's what we rely on you for.
As we woke up and chose it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We chose it. So what are we talking about today?
What the hell are we talking about?
What are we talking about ever?
I'm real excited about today's. I mean, I'm excited about every Friday. Let's be honest, but I am pretty excited today because on June 6th, Daggerheart,
the day after your birthday,
the day after my birthday, Daggerheart cemented in all of our hearts the love and the masterfulness that Darrington came to the table with this TTRPG by giving us one of the most beautiful homebrewing tools I've ever worked with so far.
It's wild. I mean, they
didn't
went for it.
They did not scamp. And
you could see how it could become more, but just out of the box, it's pretty crazy.
It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I have a confession.
You haven't even opened it.
I haven't even opened it.
Great.
Oh, great. Well, then
you're going to be our
prepare to be delighted.
Guinea pig. So
yeah.
Why don't you also go, if those of you who've not seen it, why don't you also go, AK, to cardcreator.daggerheart.com.
Yeah.
I'm excited about busting into it with my bros. I am like the least homebrewy, I think, of our bunch too, which probably has something to do with it. So
it's true.
I'm like sleeping with the core rule book under my pillow every night and just like get in there with this. Although, hello from Charlotte, Jonathan. I'm also in Charlotte, so hello, neighbor.
Get out.
So I'm that's why I haven't gone into the Card Creator. I've been curious. We've just it's a blessing to have so much Daggerheart content that I just saving it for later, I guess, and later is now.
Well, do you like to have a strong foundation of rules as written?
Yeah. I'm your foundation.
Yeah.
I'm your foundation feature, and now you're here to fuck it up.
Well, now we're gonna chip away at that rock with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, let's. I love it. Just make it powerful. Add more obnoxious.
I will say this. Fern Rabbit said you cannot change shifts with the class, which is an and I beg to differ. Because snap. I will show you a way that is at least it's a little bit of a roundabout.
Okay,
right?
everybody,
it's there.
Take a seat. Pins on your tables. Put away your book bags because class is in session. Professor Bivens is going to show us what's up.
This is my
I'm ready.
skin hat that professors wear.
Wait, I do have a pen.
Skin hat?
Which ridiculous pen should I use to take notes today?
Got
my little pineapple notebook.
Yes. So everyone, join us at cardcreator.daggerheart.com. And what we thought we would do is we would take one of our beloved characters. His name is Bud. And we're going to kind of mess around.
His name is Kriglinexer Flump.
I can't say it. I still can't say it.
How'd I do, Evan?
What is his name, Evan?
Perfect. Nailed it.
Kriglinexer Flumped. No.
Hey, do what I do when I'm either not sure what someone's name is or how to pronounce it? You just say it fast. Kriglinexer Flump Bud Liquor.
Yeah.
Kriglinexer Bud Liquor.
That's okay. That's why everyone calls him Bud.
That's why everybody calls him Bud.
No one can pronounce it.
So, those of you who have not opened yourselves up to the Adventures of Bud and Herb, which is so the Pocket Dimension has two podcasts, right? One is just a two-person blathering on, and then one is like this highly crafted, gorgeous, written, sound-edited adventure called The Adventures of Bud and Herb. So if you look for that,
not about weed.
Bud, what would you say?
But I said it's not about weed.
Oh, man.
It's not about weed.
But if you like weed, you can still listen to it. It's okay.
It's true. You can.
I like weed. I like Bud and Herb.
You could get ripped and listen to it and probably be better.
I mean, we got ripped and then recorded it. Didn't we? Or was that just me?
That was
just you.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's okay. Totally
You
appropriate.
learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're not just saying that because our mother is in the next room watching.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
No, we're
Mama,
not.
can we
We
get
are.
Mary Lou sing live? Mama, will you please come in here and just say hi to your adoring public?
Mama, won't you tell me?
Yeah, come here. She's in the comments. She's lurking. We know she is.
Oh,
Get in there.
But anyway,
here.
we're gonna take pieces of Bud. Now, Bud is a great example because Daggerheart has many beautiful ancestries and many ways for you to create your own ancestry. For example, half orc, half elf.
Mm-hmm.
Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Here she is. She is beauty. She is grace.
Yeah.
They're saying she is beauty, she is grace.
Oh, well, I was also banished from the studio.
It's true.
Bye.
Called out.
Yes. Yes, I got busted.
Bless.
She was just banished because, how can you listen and without headphones?
Brother,
Anyway.
I dropped you a link to D&D Beyond to Bud's
never heard of it.
character
Fantastic.
sheet in case it was be helpful to kind of take a look at what Bud is currently, what he looks like. And
Okay.
the whole point of this is to kind of identify the things about Bud's ancestry and class that don't exist in Daggerheart and how we're going to homebrew that.
Yeah.
So there
That's
you go.
what I
If you
did
wanna-
with Grandar. Let's start off and take a look at that. I think this might fit. Okay. Does that work? Let's see.
I've already got you. In here.
You already got me in there. Okay, but now
I
I've lost.
got you.
I've lost everything that I need. Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
while Matt's pulling that up,
Yeah.
does anyone else find it strange that there's nary a gnome in Daggerheart?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Nary a gnome.
Nary a single gnome.
Yeah.
We've already
Nary a
seen a little
gnome.
bit of it though in I'll be curious to see like how we build this today, but if you've watched our Queen's Light, shout out to Austin, our little ongoing actual play. The idea there, because it's Hollow Knight, was to build insectoid fae. And so what Austin did was like kind of took different classes and mishmashed them together to become the different. So like I got to make my own because I really wanted to do a Firefly. So I chose, what did I choose? I chose Halfling Elf.
Yeah, I still haven't messed with that much.
And that's really
Oh,
great.
it's so much fun.
That's really
Yeah.
great.
Mixed Ancestries has become my like bread and butter. Going to do it every time Jim Jam.
but
Daggerheart.
but do you have to do that now that they've got this card creator? I mean, you could just straight up make your own ancestry. You don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. You could.
I mean, you could, I guess, take inspiration from a mixed ancestry.
Right.
Well, and
so
this we'll answer this question later. How
We will.
does this? And I'm guessing it doesn't interface with the Demiplane Daggerheart app. Like you can't. I don't think we're going to be able to like upload these cards to your domain.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I'm assuming something great is going to happen, but right now, no.
Right. Yeah.
But what they instead what they give you right now is interesting. You're still seeing that. Why is? Oh, okay.
Too many screens.
So many screens.
screens.
Okay, I'll work that out. But you can't do it right now. But I imagine that they will because
because it would be
such
so
a great
sick.
thing. But in the meantime, you can export this as either PNGs, these cards, or 300 DPI. So you could print them out and take them with. So
Yeah, I've learned just from being around in the community so far that a lot of people are playing, even if they're playing digitally, they're playing physically, which is cool. And I am throwing no shade. I am only saying it did not even dawn on me to pull out physical cards as I play virtually. Like it just, the thought didn't enter my brain. And then when I saw other people doing it, I was like, oh, right, that makes sense.
Right.
And so, like, for instance, what Austin did for us, because you can pull things into Roll20 and Roll20, Drive-Thru RPG, Demiplane, all becoming one, Austin created custom cards for us for Queen's Light and then put them in Roll20 in our like character sheets there. So there's already becoming like hacky ways to get around that depending on which VTT and tool you're using. But I had the same question, Evan, of like, I use demiplane and only demiplane. What do I do?
Yeah. I mean, it's the good people at D&D Beyond and demiplane. Man, you guys just made such amazing tools. I don't want to play without them, even if I'm playing in person.
Okay, so and Bladebound's got some intel because Bladebound's always got finger on the pulse. Demiplane Roadmap is GM Tools Summer and Homebrew Tools Winter. All right.
Sup, Homebrew.
Sup, Homebrew.
All right. Well, Professor Bivens, where do you want to start?
Okay, so what I'm trying to do first is get it so that you can see. Okay, so that's. But I want you to see Bud real quick. Can I adjust the screen share? Sorry, I'm going to stop it real quick. AK, I'm sorry. Stop it. And I'm going to share again. So I want to do the whole
enchilada.
I want to share the whole window. Oh, that's why. I see. That's why it didn't. I should have. Okay, we'll just do this first. Okay.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Oh, hey.
Okay, so there's
our guy.
This is Bud.
And
you guys can see now why it's so difficult for me to say Kriglen Exerflump Bud Liquor.
You got it.
So the things that you were kind of picking out, obviously, Deep Gnome, and the subclass is his subclass.
He's a rogue, and he's an inquisitive rogue.
Right?
But
Inquisitive rogue.
I have to say, I'm a little bit excited in this transference. I'd like to tweak Bud's stats a little bit as we transfer them over because, before I started making characters with AK's guidance, I would just like mash buttons and just pick stuff at random.
Don't do
so
that.
I made him an inquisitive rogue, but you'll notice that his insight is only +1. So the thing that they use the most, which is insightful fighting in combat, that makes them like cool, he's not actually very good at.
Yeah, exactly.
Which kind of feels on brand for Bud, if we're being.
Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
Evan's a big fan of failing forward.
And backwards.
Which we love.
Yeah.
And backwards, sideways, diagonally, and between.
I'm an omni failure.
I love it. I love it so much. It's so weird to see this character sheet. Like,
I know.
Meaning D&D Beyond, meaning 5e.
I know.
There's so much information on it.
It's just,
right?
it's my senses feel very assaulted right now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So I thought what we would do is we just kind of pick out the things first, and then we'll just kind of tackle them till we run out of time. But definitely deep gnome, and let's look at some features and traits. See if I can make it.
Yeah, he's got some ancestral traits, and then he's got some rogue traits. Sneak attack obviously already exists. The things that he tends to have that other rogues don't and doesn't currently exist in Daggerheart are, like I said, insightful fighting. Where's my list here? There's things called ear for deceit, eye for detail. He doesn't currently have all of these. These are as you level up in D&D. And if you choose them, I don't think I'm 6th level. I don't think I have eye for detail. Do I? Doesn't matter. Steady eye. I think I do have that. No, I don't. That's 9th level.
You do have
unerring eye for weakness. A lot of eye related, vision related. It's a little bit ableist, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Those are the things. So it's really about either your environment, a situation, or a combatant, sizing them up and turning that to your advantage. And that is not, I don't think, currently a domain cards or foundational thing that you can access in Daggerheart.
There is a lot of stuff that is just 1-to-1, different names, but but yeah, yes, rabbit, eye for an eye, so I like that, and then inventory fine, and then so that's not that much, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know,
gnome wise, he gets advantage on certain saving throws or reaction rolls, you'd say, against magic, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets other features like stone. What do they call it? Stone camouflage, where he can just basically Homer Simpson into a brick wall. Or he doesn't actually go into it, but he's the color of stones, I guess, was the idea. Yeah, and he's sneaky. He's little.
Sneaky.
AK. So
Maddie,
where would you start? So the way that this works, the way that the card creator .daggerheart.com works is they basically just give you every official card, and then you can tear it apart. But everything starts as a template, and this is, I will say this can be a little confusing.
Doing things
right? Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah, you don't just get a blank card. You have to start from
This is so my game.
I think so. But once you do have the template and you hit, I want to change this around, then you can change it. Change pretty much everything that I've seen so far.
I love what our buddy Daniel Bladebound said about a gnome is a halfling mixed with a fungrel. Do we want to start? And I mean, I also don't want to be ableist and sizist, but goblin or halfling was going to be my pick. So just to clarify and give context to what we just said, kind of half answeredly, I love a template. I hate a blank screen. My brain shuts down if I see a blank screen. I start crying, trembling, have a very anxious response to it. It's
sweating.
Terrible. Yeah, it's awful.
Get that flop sweat going.
Yeah. Most of my friendship with Matt and Evan has been them picking me up as a puddle on the ground because I had to start with a blank screen somewhere. It's so, Daggerheart sees me and sees that tension and anxiety and honors me by saying, hey, start with a base. And then, but I understand that not everybody's brain is that way. So I think this would be some good feedback as we've learned. So we have both the card creator and the void, where the Darrington team is continuously picking up feedback for this, that could I start from beauty base 0? Might be better for some people. I don't know.
I guess here's the question though, because or maybe just about what their intent is, because you can literally edit everything about this card. So in essence, you don't you could pick halfling. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then you just write whatever you're going to write.
Right.
I mean, I guess you could keep things that you thought were appropriate to keep.
Yeah.
But
so that's what Rabbit's saying point. Too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter where Giant then.
Yeah, you can literally start with Giant. It does not matter.
From a developer standpoint, wouldn't it be also easier just to have a blank slate card than a let me delete everything card?
Yes. Could be.
I guess.
Let's just take a look at some of the ones that you mentioned and see if there's anything that might be a good foundation. So let's see. Small humanoid, check. Sure-footed?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Danger
sense?
Okay. That could be some of the eye stuff, I guess. Halfling, Luckbringer, probably not.
Yeah.
Internal compass?
Not Bud.
No.
Look,
so much.
Look, what's the opposite of a luck bringer? Bad luck bringer, I guess.
Doom bringer. We have a
fungal network.
Doom bringer.
No, and the death connection. I don't know about that either.
Okay.
So
goblin might be the.
It feels pretty goblin-y to start.
Could that ribbit just out of curiosity?
Yes. Other ones, You got human.
Who am I?
Adaptability and high stamina.
I want to see ribbits to see if anything fits there.
Mm-hmm. Amphibious. No. Long tongue.
No. Yes. He does have an weirdly long
Okay. What else? Giant.
One Boxy Llama has my ultimate favorite treat: chocolate covered gummy bears.
What?
Dude.
That's a thing?
Oh, I love them so much.
Okay, did you get them from
Wegmans? As the best ones.
Never even heard of it.
No, I'm afraid not.
There's better.
Albanese in
Albanese.
I mean, I love Albanese gummy bears the best. I don't know what Wegmans gummy bear base is, but I love Wegmans chocolate covered. Wow, we really just
okay.
The ADHD is strong today.
Okay, here's the giant. We've got endurance or reach.
Yeah. Don't got none of those.
Okay.
Shell, retract. Okay, how about fawn?
Likes to kick and leap.
No.
Fly.
No.
No. Elf.
Dwarf, though. Check out dwarf, because they're mountainous sometimes.
Thick skin and fortitude?
I mean, we're not talking about bud specifically, but Sverfneblin, aka deep gnomes, are like a more stout and stocky and a stronger kind of gnome. So you could say
you can argue
fortitude, but I wouldn't apply that to bud.
Bladebound asked to see Simia all the way down at the bottom.
Okay, yeah, let's do Simian.
I'm still thinking about
Simian away.
Simian away.
How many people do that?
Simian my way.
Nimble?
Yeah, he is nimble.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that could be interesting.
Okay, so here's my question that we've already raised a cool question, and this is just me being philosophical about TTRPGs. Do we build kind of like what Evan was just saying, like, oh, that could be a trait of the ancestry, but that's not bud specifically? Are we building a deep gnome class? Or are we approaching this as we are building bud, and therefore kind of like stacking the deck in
how much do you tailor it to the one character? Because
and those of you who've used it, I'm curious to hear how you've approached it as a full ancestry, and then we'll pick and choose later for our character, or do you start with the character in mind and build out? It's kind of the top down, bottom up, power bottom up approach.
I think you're right, though. I think you really should go to, even though bud was built to be bad at certain things. Matthew Mercer style, I think we should go with the core traits for.
Let me get you that URL, brother. It's right here on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Coming at you.
Let me see if I just want it to be able to show up. No, it only lets me show one. Well, just
so you can reference it and copy anything. So and I did start with that this morning, just looking at the rules, as written, the ancestry of Deep Gnome as according to D&D. While you're looking at that, I'll just read a little bit to you. Deep gnomes, or Sverfneblin, live far below the world's surface in twisting warrens and sculpted caverns. They survive by virtue of their stealth, cleverness, and tenacity. Their gray skin allows them to blend in with the surrounding stonework. They're also surprisingly heavy and strong for their size. See, they're more stout kind of gnomes, not like those surface gnomes.
Boring.
Yeah, totally boring. An average adult weighs about $120, stands about 3 feet tall. That's a lot for 3 feet tall. $120 is heavy.
Yeah.
So they're more muscled because they work the stones,
Stones.
Yeah, but not bud. Not bud.
But we'll build. Yeah,
we'll build a thing with a big old pot belly.
A wee slip of a creature. Yeah. So we'll just go more deep gnome. So which of those felt best?
I think we could start. I think Goblin is probably our template.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you pick the template, and then you just hit create, and you are on your way. You just start going.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get all these abilities. So let's immediately change it to deep gnome, right?
We're gnome brewing now.
We're gnome.
Oh, damn.
And then beautiful. So read So read me the first. Oh, I can do it real quick.
I'm getting you a portrait of Bud to upload.
But yes, we need that custom image.
I got one that was not I was gonna go deep, an official deep gnome.
Oh, like a classic, a real deep gnome, not like Bud, who's just a poser.
Classic deep gnome.
This is what I got there.
I did love though in like the rollout of this though, like the fact I hear you, Matt, and probably would do the same thing about getting like a base level image. Yeah. Nice. But I do love that we could customize these based on our character art.
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, of course you can.
I love that.
No,
I love
wait,
that it's both.
I have issues with your art you chose, brother.
Oh, that's not a deep gnome. That's just an underground gnome.
That's just a gnome who's underground because deep gnomes are bald as the day they were born.
I'm so sorry. Let me change that immediately.
He is a shallow gnome.
Let's try that again.
Wow, AK. You're on fuego.
It's fun that I'm not driving right now, so I'm just
man.
Sitting here tinkering.
See what this does.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I would not want to meet him in the dark alley.
He looks a little bit sassy.
He looks like
grumpy. Looks like he's just holding he's got a backpack filled with coal.
Yeah. And you can do all manner of fun things like zooming and you could actually, I don't know why they even added this stuff, but it's so great.
You can zoom it out so we can see his trunk.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to zoom it out, but you can move it, which I love. And then, yes, you can zoom. It's a ping. So I don't have a, but let's just take a look.
Look at that belly.
We'll just start here for now.
Yeah. You can add the artist name if you know it.
Definitely. I love
to
that.
The card. That's fun.
So accessible and nice. But yeah, so there's that. And then I was just going to go and I was going to copy and paste some of this.
Tay, still weighing in based on vibes and visuals alone, says that I'm starting to think, based on what seems to be developing visually here, that the contents of the stream will become very relevant. Yes. No. This is so fun.
You know what? If you guys want to super chat us, I will drip you some Bud and Herb spoilers season 2. Come on, let's see it.
Oh, there it is.
I'm joking.
Pocket
Please don't
change
super
for
chat us for
spoilers.
that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
We'll just do it. We'll just do that for now. Okay, so let's see. So then, brother, we've got this. Sorry, I'm going to move back.
So the things here, I actually started working on a card. I'll tell you what
We've got stone camouflage.
Chose. Yes, that's one of them.
Gnome cunning, and then innate spellcasting. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is that. Yeah, never mind. This is not the class.
The things that I had were size and vision.
TTP
no.
Super.
Okay, let me think of something I can something mild I can spoil. So they're small and 120 feet dark vision.
Okay,
that feels like something that would go on an Ancestry.
Yeah, I agree. Do they call it dark vision in Daggerheart? I don't even know. Do you know?
I don't know.
AK?
Yeah,
I don't know because it's not as
Daniel
Bladebound Saga.
Yeah, Bladebound. We need you.
Our rules lawyer.
How many
official.
Ancestries have dark vision in Daggerheart? Anyway?
I don't like now. I'm sitting here like running through like my mental Rolodex, and I don't.
Surely.
I mean, I'm sure.
Dwarves must go to the dwarf card.
Okay.
They must, right? Because dwarves do in
y'all
D&D.
hang out in the card creator. I'll go hang out in Demiplane.
Okay, guys, please. I was kidding. Please don't. We love you. Please don't.
I love y'all so much. Y'all really do answer the call of 10%.
You are amazing
every freaking time. Oh,
okay.
Galaxy, I'm awesome. Just saying wow for being me. Galaxy, I love you, and I'm so happy to have you in the comments today and every day.
You know what I'm going to do? I am going to take Orcs Sturdy. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put it in.
Nice. Look at you.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that.
Bladebound does have a great idea.
Yes.
Deep vision. You see up to far range when in dark or low light.
Love it. Let's
Deep vision. Yeah, baby.
Vision.
That sounds pretty fun.
Okay, you see up to far range and low light.
How deep is your love?
Although y'all act like I don't keep the core rulebook PDF just constantly open on my desktop. I'm just going to search dark vision no results found for dark vision in the entire Daggerheart core rulebook.
Yeah. So I
That's
do like deep
interesting.
vision.
An open
That
world
is
ad just
interesting.
confirmed no dark vision in Daggerheart. I googled it. Excellent. We love it.
Wow.
So that's
Wow.
Shadow Dark and Daggerheart.
And
that-
DC,
I
that are
know.
like,
and DC 20 is pretty sparing with it too.
I kinda love
Disastrous
that.
Goth, all of a sudden you like Daggerheart, right?
For that one
no
reason.
dark vision? I don't know, because they're I don't know, it's just one step closer to Shadow Dark.
Let's
That's good
include
logic.
Tay in the conversation once again.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a fun game.
Brother, the other thing
Yeah.
that they have is the stone camouflage. So we mentioned
Yes.
that.
Yeah. So there
Which
was.
honestly, I think it's a little bit silly. But
Oh yeah. Okay.
well, I don't know. I mean, they don't give that to Drow, I don't think.
So there is a thick skin with that, but you're talking. This is stone camouflage. This is a visual thing.
Yeah, it's more just for hiding
Okay.
in the tunnels.
So
Mountains.
this is interesting. Dark vision is only an underborn feature, says Bladebound. It's called low light. And that could be like very specific to Bud, or you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
it's, if we had made our way to community, underborn would make a lot of sense for a deep gnome.
For sure.
That is
And he
true.
was canonically born in the Underdark. Or whatever.
Look at
we're
how
gonna call
lovely,
it.
though. Look at how lovely the developers, how lovely this is that they built this. You can click around, and it's got
Yeah.
it remembers the
tabs.
status. Yeah,
Mhm.
and you can kind of go back to where
So you don't
were.
lose your
so you don't
work
lose your
and
place.
yeah. I know it's nice. Does it auto save? It auto saves,
It
right?
does, and it auto saves.
that's nice.
Now I haven't.
Yeah.
I think that I've left this, and it with cookies. It remembered, but you probably want to be super safe. And
Yeah, I think I saw
export
Rabbit in
this.
our Discord had some
yeah.
issues with
Yeah.
losing some stuff.
So be careful about that. If you create something.
I also
glorious.
love that Jarl Javi is talking about his bane of shins. So y'all are already having a good time with this, and I love it. And
Oh,
Tanya says,
boy.
I think you can only have like 10 cards. So yeah, be careful.
Yeah, That's interesting.
But
Thank
it
you,
will
Tanya.
warn you if
Oh.
you can't create anymore. Okay,
Love
cool.
that. Yeah, it is solid. Let me assure you, this thing is rock solid. I am amazed at a brand new. It could have been way worse than it is. This is the version 1.0 of this thing, and it's just real good. So,
Hearts.
How do you
for
feel
Pixel
about Deep
Table
Gnome?
Team.
yeah,
I'm feeling good.
great. So then, until we get it easy to export to Demiplane, which we can't do, we would probably just export this as either to print it out or as a web ping, and we would have this card that you could
Oh man.
do. So that feels good about Ancestry, and and
Evan,
I
we
mean,
just
to be
got
honest,
pocket changed again.
I know.
Luigi.
okay,
I know.
shall we take a pause and get a little snippet?
Keep going. I'm going over my options.
Okay. Then let's see.
I have
Daniel,
a
I'm sure
suggestion
that
for
it's
one, Evan. I'll Discord you.
Oh, great. Thank you.
What's happening?
You keep talking. I'm
Okay.
going to message Evan.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So in on it. So anyway, we've got a deep gnome, and I would say we move on to some of the other things. So this feels pretty good. And the nice thing about this, even though we, with the help of Bladebound Saga, we kind of put Deep Vision together, but I was able to just copy and paste Sturdy, which is very similar to the way in the Demiplane, in just the core rules, you can already build an Ancestry this way, but it won't have the image and card and print. I just wanted to say that again. Let's see. So then, okay, well, y'all are... Well,
NPCs use pocket change. Range is infinite, and Evan must make a DC to save on what to spoil.
Okay, I think I've got it.
Good.
So yeah, I'm gonna put you guys out of your misery. myself out of your misery. Okay, so this is a minor spoiler for season 2, The Adventures of Bud and Herb, and for this is really for anyone out there who has watched our actual play series, Guardians of the Moon's Grace. So any folks out there who have seen that, there will be characters from that arc that will appear in season 2, Bud and Herb.
What?
That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, it's a crossover, folks.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I did, because Fitz asked me some specific questions.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
I knew
Mo money, mo spoilers.
And Galaxy says 3 chats, 3 spoilers. Ooh.
Oh,
that is a good point. But we can we could pull them out, right? Okay, while you guys are looking for other things to...
I'm back.
Oh. Look at that right there.
And I wanted to be one of those characters, but have I gotten a contract yet? No.
I love the Mary Lucy that everybody's getting to see.
Well,
today.
actually, moving, and this is a spoiler for Mom too. I'll just roll right into spoiler number 2. There is a character we've written for the first half of season 2, and I'm drawing up a contract for my mom to play it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mother, you heard it. This is so weird and meta, but you heard it here first, right?
You heard it here first,
because she's in the next room.
One of my personal dreams since like somewhere around the year 2000 was to be in a production with the Mary Lucy Bivens.
There you go.
Y'all are bucket listing the hell out of my life right now, and I love it.
Yeah, I know. Well, we just thought it's season 2. Let's bring in the big guns.
It's like Kramer up in here, everybody. Yeah.
Who the heck? Oh, yes.
Go
there I am.
There you are.
I'm doing a happy dance.
Yay! Guess what, though? There's 0 money in it.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's not a very.
It's not a union gig. So,
but it's not a union gig. But it isn't. She won't have to worry about equity because it is not covered, and it is improv.
Yep.
And it's podcast. So
yeah.
No fear for equity retaliation.
Final spoiler?
Yeah, I was about to say, Galaxy is our accountant, so I put on my accountant glasses.
Herb dies. Herb dies.
You promise?
It's just The Adventures of Bud.
But she's asking. What part are you asking?
Who knows? I'm out of here.
Everything I wanted to be and more.
Wow. Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Y'all don't even know.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
Mom will be a part of season 2.
That's right.
1,000,000 out of 10.
Pivotal character. Even.
Well, this is one of the more unhinged TPTLs I feel like we've done
so much. I'm so into it.
Like between Tay needing someone to use sign language and then Kramer popping up, love it.
I guess we now know who keeps us all on track because they're not here.
Because they're not here. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. Moving on.
There's now a call to make
now we need to
Mary Lucy Bivens' character in Daggerheart instead of whatever we're doing.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, we can do
that. As per usual, she's stealing the spotlight.
That's what she does.
Yeah.
That's what she does best.
Upstage. I just got upstage.
Upstaging.
She's the best human.
By my mom. Thanks, Mom.
From across the internet.
It is no secret that you two are 2 of my favorite, if not my 2 favorite humans. And like the fact that the world is now getting to experience the person who made, she's everybody's favorite. But it's just the apple does not far fall, boys.
Look, you guys, when we go to visit our mom and we'll go to like the movies in a small town in Virginia, and where everybody goes to see the theater. She's an actor, an amazing actor there.
Mhm.
And we'll go to the movie theater, and the kid who's selling you the popcorn has been to the theater, and it's like, oh my gosh, I saw you in this. You're the best. See, everyone loves Mom, and how could you
it's
not?
an amazing dream town. All of
It
you
is.
theater kids.
Yeah, you should go there.
Yeah,
it's your Mecca.
Yeah, it's a Mecca.
Yeah.
It is a Mecca.
All right, so I think we just need to knock out some. You know what? I think we spent enough time on Bud. Let's get to Grandar, because we don't have a ton of time left.
So as far as Grandar goes, I took a good look at Grandar.
Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna shut off the cameras, Tanya. We're gonna get Mom on here, and she's gonna just stay on for the next number of hours.
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, and we'll give all your super chats to Mom to take to bingo. Tonight, and she's going to spin that into $500.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow, Galaxy is just holding me, not going to let me go.
Nope.
Okay. Yes. So anyway, I wanted to say Grandar is pretty much set. Half orc easy, ranger easy. Even the gloom stalkery pieces of Grandar are pretty easy to put together. So it's not. I did start out by doing Gloomstalker, just kind of renaming it for fun. But there is one thing that, as those of you who have been watching know that I have a hard time letting go of. And we put out a video this week with our friend Seth White Fox. That's his name now, I guess.
Well, we already had another
RPG.
Seth, so that's the rules. When you come in somewhere and someone else has your name, I was Allison in college and another Allison came along, but she had to be Northup. It's the rule.
Okay, sorry.
That's why
now I've got very distracted about this. I'm not. Oh my God, bless your heart.
Oh my gosh!
I need for you to come to America.
Bingo is very
and
real.
play bingo with us.
The daubers are real.
It's fun.
The master. So it's a real, very, very real thing. And it is.
Get your grilled cheese sandwich and a Diet Coke.
We play Dungeons and Dragons, Daggerheart, Shadowdark for 4 hours at a time. Bingo happens also for 4 hours. That's her D&D.
And it is a community. It is a community in every sense in just all the same ways that this is a community.
There's just more money in it.
A lot more.
Well,
a whole lot more.
Learned the way to tap in is to offer up spoilers.
Okay, good.
Right.
For anybody in the Charlotte area, meet me at Vaulted Oak on Thursday nights for Taco Gringo food truck and music bingo.
Bing, bing, bing.
Gringo bingo?
Yeah. I love a music bingo. It's a Thursday night situation.
Yeah, girl.
and we were going to they just give you the pens to mark, but we all had to buy the daubers because we wanted to be more official with our music bingo playing.
I love that. Yes, please research it. If you need any help with bingo, please.
Here comes the final spoiler.
I love that
and then
that's
we'll move
the
on.
takeaway from today's TPDL on the Daggerheart custom card creator is bingo is real.
Bingo is
It's so real.
It's so real.
Bingo was its name. Okay, final spoiler. I don't think we've really talked much about this, but we have been developing a spin-off miniseries of The Adventures of Bud and Herb. Working title is The Adventures of Nigel and Twigette, I guess. I don't really know what it's going to be called. But it's about a character that our good friend Seth created. Different Seth. Seth of all trades. Nigel Festergut, who he just created for us. Nigel wrote into the show multiple times as Bud and Herb's biggest fan. And Fitz and I loved it so much. We're like, okay, we gotta give this guy way more to do. So we wrote a handful of episodes that are going to premiere before season 2 comes out. But those episodes will butt up right into season 2. So they will be connected. So, and those will be out, we're hoping soon, before the end of the summer. We're working on it. I'm working on the sound design for episode 1 right now. So That's what I got. You heard it here first. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for
I
the
got
pocket
zero
change.
permission from Fitz to drop any of this, so hopefully she won't kill me.
That's what you get for going on vacation.
Yeah. That's what you get for liking Swedish licorice or salted whatever.
Hopefully Fitz will drop into the TPD Discord what she shared with the three of us she was doing right before the show. I won't out her. That's her story to tell, but it's a good one.
No, now you have to out her.
No.
What?
I want that, just because it's funny. I want Fitz to be able to share it. I don't want to take that joy from her.
Okay.
But it's pretty funny.
Okay.
That's fair.
It's pretty funny.
All right.
That's fair.
Brother, take us away.
Okay, so those of you who know, I've had a difficult time with the class included in version 1 of Daggerheart called the Seraph for a few reasons. We made a video about it. Go check it out. Go argue with us. We love that. And so one thing that that Seth and I wanted to do immediately was just kind of rename it. And I wanted to point this out to Rabbit, who was saying that you can't actually change the class. That is not actually true. It's not sort of official, meaning you have to kind of change it per subclass, but that's okay, I think, in my book. What you do here is I went down, instead of ancestry, I went down to subclass, and here are the two Seraph subclasses, Divine Wielder and Winged Sentinel. Where are you? Winged Sentinel. And I chose Divine Wielder just to start. Pulled it over here, and right here in the middle where it normally says Seraph, you can choose custom. And all that really does is let you add a class. So you would have to do this every time for every new subclass. But how is that different? So I liked the name Paragon instead of Seraph, but I am building a Seraph for a game that we're about to play with AK at the helm.
Oh yeah.
And so there's a few things. I'm playing with a couple of different characters. One of them based on Preacher by Garth Ennis, the comic book series, and a pretty great TV show. And
Is it good?
I like it.
Oh,
I
never watched it.
Actually. Yeah. It gets a little meandery, but I really like it. And then the other one, which I know I love, is a show called Mrs. Davis, about it's very, very complicated, but look it up. Mrs. Davis is kind of sci-fi. It has got the incredible actress who I'll never remember her name because I can't remember anybody's name. But check that out. And it's still the vibe of a devout person that has sort of like a Westerny feel, or a kind of coming to terms with their devoutness. Both of them fit, Preacher or the Mrs. Davis character. And I just drag it over here. Of course, you can you can change the spell cast trait if you want to. You can change, of course, the name. And I'm going to call this Preacher, and this is going to be a subclass, right? Like you can, and then you change these thingamajigs. I didn't yet. So what I did instead is I started building, because Preacher in the comics, for example, has this ability. Sorry, in the TV show too, has the ability to command people with a special voice. It felt more like a spell to me than a trait of the class. You could argue
like
either
an innate spell ability,
right?
Type of thing,
right?
Biological sorcerer type thing.
It's tough. I mean, honestly, I would work with your game master because you've got Spirit Weapon, and then Winged Sentinel allows you to fly. So I don't see why it couldn't be. It's just that command is so powerful. It feels like you would be pretty OP if you gave it a trait. But again,
does Preacher, because there are spells in D&D where you can command,
right,
as one of them. But you can never command someone to kill themselves. Is that something that Preacher can do in the comics? Probably, yes. Yeah. Those comics are
definitely
violence.
Violence.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can take that out, you can take that out for sure. And, so I did take that out. Let's see. The action cannot harm them or their allies. But I also put GM decides, right? Like it doesn't,
Sure.
maybe it does. Who knows? It's your game.
I mean, once
and this allows
once a
you
day.
to have your game.
I love having your GM brain make the card, Matt. Like, because the balance is already baked in. Like, there's no running by. I'm like, yeah, you're a GM. You get it. I trust you.
Right.
So I love that.
Yeah. Ooh. So I've got this, and I would just add this spell to the possibilities of his, rollout, his vault. And that's what I'm going to be using this thing for. It is so easy. It is so. Oh yeah, you can also. So let's say. So a lot of the comments that we got about the Seraph video that we made was, "Hey man, all you have to do is take a wizard, which has this and this domain, and do this and this and this. That's fine. But here's the thing: the Seraph class comes with a specific mechanic or two. One of them is prayer dice. So if I simply rename this, but then this class does have the prayer dice that I want, you can still go in and change their domains.
Yeah.
So you could take all of those great suggestions in those comments and build. I mean, really, truly,
so you can have access to different domain cards.
Anything you want.
What can you just enlighten us a little bit? Like, what specifically are you talking about with Seraph and the wizard and do this and that?
So right. So our point was, number one, we don't love the name Seraph. That's fine. Everybody could argue that. There are a lot, so we give a lot of different names. But then the other thing that I was concerned about is that you have two subclasses: the Winged Sentinel and the Divine Wielder. And they're very specific. One has the ability to fly. That is their featured trait, right? And then the other one basically has a Mjolnir, right? That you can throw and it'll come back to you. Great abilities, great powers. But what about the Preacher? Like, the Preacher doesn't have a gun that shoots bullets and comes back, and Preacher cannot fly. So I was saying, what if I wanted to build Preacher from the comic books? And everyone was like, you can just choose Wizard instead of Seraph and give them this and this and this and this. Totally made sense. But I don't want to choose a Wizard. I want to choose the healing class given to me by Daggerheart.
And refuse to heal. I want to be able to heal and refuse to heal.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. But but I mean, this way, doing it this way, I don't even have to choose my own. I can keep it Seraph, and then I'm going to get the prayer dice, and I'm getting everything from there that comes along with that main class. But then I can build a Preacher, and I can remove this spirit weapon, and I could say,
shotgun.
Handsome devil.
Ooh.
Right?
Oh, hey girl. What's up, girl?
And what I would probably do is I would say that the Preacher has maybe you do this. You have the Preacher have like a low grade charm ability, right? And so you would write that, and that would be their kind of flight or boomerang weapon ability. And then, I mean, look, you're done. I mean, you're really done. You've got a whole new subclass that will fit into your thing. You don't have to call it a wizard. You can stay in line with the healing class. And I don't know if it's just so lovely that they give us all
gives you everything
stuff.
you need.
Every possible.
Now, I want to stop for a second and just discuss your idea about the gun that shoots bullets that come back to you.
Whoops! That was a spoiler. I want to build that actually. Yeah.
You thought you slipped that by me, but we need to put this into development immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, I would think that if you so my other thought was that you, in this game that we're playing with AK, which is it's an incredible mix of kaiju meets Red Dead Redemption. So it's like this weird, and then Firefly thrown in, and so you've got
there's a sci-fi component, or just that
kinda, right?
Oh
yeah,
sick.
Yeah, and so you've got this like mishmash of stuff going on, and I figured if I were to build like a cleric gunslinger type, why not chew, and the bullet would be able to kind of like he'd spin it so that the bullet could do something. I would check with my GM,
like that movie. Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, the movie where they can curve bullets.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? I never saw it. It was with the guy who played Professor X.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on.
Yep, help us out.
Alrighty.
But yeah, that's just kind of the stuff that I was mulling over, and you can build it. Not just over. But yeah, that's the beauty of this card.
This has been a very spoilerific.
I know it has.
So yeah, you guys are going to have first look at something Matt is contemplating for something that'll be on the channel probably in July with some of our good friends from Bladebound Saga, Faint Divinities, and Seth of All Trades.
Wanted. Thank you.
We're getting some good juicy tidbits from Bud and Herb season 2.
Yes, we've just met a new actor in season 2 of the Adventures of Bud and Herb. He's popping in through the door.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Sorry, I'm waiting to see if she's going to pop in through the door again.
Mary Lucy, come back, Kramer.
Are there any fans of Mage Hand High Five out there? Anybody know Mage Hand High Five? If you don't, oh man, they're really great. I'm very curious to see if I don't even know if those fine folks are into Daggerheart. They're playing 5e, I believe, but their homebrewed world is very Western-y. It very much sounds like.
I'm popped out.
And scene.
Oh my
god! Anyway, shout out to Mage Hand High Five. If you haven't, Mage Hand, sounds like you need to check out Colossus
of the Drylands.
Of the Drylands, yeah, it sounds like it's right up your alley.
6 campaign frames in the Daggerheart Corp rulebook release, and the one I was telling Matt and Evan before the show, I put it up to our patrons. What do y'all want to play? If it had been if it had been left up to me, I would. That's probably close to last of what I would have chosen. And once again, I was proven that I was dead wrong because it is so much fun.
It's so fun.
Amazing.
It's so much fun. It was fun to build the encounter. It was fun as hell to run it. I've run it once already with some of our patrons last weekend. And when you just have that 4-hour time period when your cheeks just hurt because you laughed and you smiled so much.
Yeah.
That was how I
cheek
felt.
Cramps.
It was I was cheek cramping. I'm running it again for some more patrons this Sunday. In fact, hop into our Discord and we'll be in the stage channel so you can watch it. And then I'm going to run it again for our friends and for Matt to build a seraph that he can live with. And I love that Daggerheart enabled that. We don't have to get all hacky and homebrewy. Matt can just go to this tool and be like, I want to change this, and did. So so fun.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions, since we have just a little bit more time before we call it a day, about anything about this really cool card creator or the chaos that we have sown in the last hour?
Actually, let's go back to the beginning. I'll lob this up for folks. You had said at the beginning that someone, I forget whom, said, "Oh, but you can't homebrew a class," and you said, yes, you can."
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to back up a little bit because I now see what Rabbit was talking about. Our pal Rabbit said you cannot actually create a new class. What I don't know, though, I don't know, though. I mean, what is the difference? Here's the thing about the card creator. It just lives in its own world right now. I don't know how they're going to, as we've wondered, interface it with Demiplane, right? Because that's the real question, Nexus.
Yeah.
But as it stands, especially if you're playing just in person, you definitely have everything that you need to create your own class. And all you do is you click on this thing here, you add this, and we change it to Justice.
There you go.
Right. And so now I've created a new class. However, it only lives there. And so you have to then, which you can easily do, you can go into, let's see, you can go into a domain, I guess, and you can, well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it's so modular because you could then choose which domains and therefore give it.
Yeah. I mean, all of these cards are completely editable, so you could just make a subclass card your class card.
Right. But is it true that it actually would then show up in a list? No. That is very true, Rabbit. It would. Yeah. These are the core. This is just a name.
Yeah, but you would have to, because each class has a unique hope feature, for example, and then the subclass features and things like this. So you have to base it somewhere. Dave's also saying you also can't do domain cards. So
Sure.
But it's funny because I saw some of the comments on the Seraph video, and one of them was like, "Calm down, guys. It's only been out a couple weeks." And I was like, well, first of all, this beef has been happening since the open beta in March of 2024. So it's not just a couple of weeks. But second of all, we all do here in the Pocket Dimension recognize that we have a world-class team working tirelessly on this game that we love, and there will continue to be updates and materials and stuff like that. So just because right here in June of 2025 there are things that we as big nerds are lacking, doesn't mean that it's forever. Everything's temporary, you guys. Even our hatred of the name Seraph.
So true.
What I love about it is I know that there probably are games, but I don't know a game that I've loved this much that out of the gate gives you all of this power. I mean, just the little itchy things for me, like just for fun, renaming Seraph, for example, right? There's no, yes, you can do it at your table. Yes, I mean, you can do whatever you want. That's the whole point. But then to have your own card is just so, it's just so above and beyond. And I love above and beyond.
Yeah, it's so much better than D&D Beyond.
I mean, it is in that we have all homebrewed something on D&D Beyond. No shade. I've loved D&D Beyond since its inception.
Oh no, yeah.
It was a huge entryway, making the entryway to D&D after all those years. It's
built by the people from Demiplane, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And so I really don't knock D&D Beyond. I really love it. But the homebrew edition system,
it's ridiculous.
Never been.
But they built this as well, certainly.
No, actually, it's a group called Pixel
Table,
which I don't know much about.
Dear Lord,
they are forging adventures through digital tools.
Sounds like Pixel Table's wanting to get acquired by Roll20 right about now. We'll have them call you Pixel Table.
Yes. Yeah. So,
all right.
I don't know. Anything else?
Well, it's time for me to go cancel my D&D Beyond Master Tier level subscription.
Burn. I'd like to say big ups to Whole RPGs. Have fun running your first ever Daggerheart.
We want to hear all about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I offer one? I have found from a technical standpoint, I have found one thing I do not like about Demiplane this week.
Okay.
That D&D Beyond does do better. When someone is in a group, so I made a group so I could share, because not everybody has access to Demiplane character stuff. And so in that case, you're very limited into the classes, subclasses, and some of the other features you can choose. But as a Dagger Master with a paid subscription, I can share with up to 24 people at a time. Number one, even though I created a group, I still have to go manually put sharing on for everybody. For me, it's like by nature of them being in the group, and I have a toggle that says share with campaign or share with group, and it doesn't drip. So that was complaint number 1. Complaint number 2 is even though they're in the group, I can't access their character sheet. They still have to send me a link outside the group to the character sheet.
That's one thing they didn't make rock solid. Yeah, I agree. The whole grouping.
But again, I say that from a we know it, it can still come. I'm not angry. Nobody told police me today.
Our Tales of the Valiant master, Kai Salas, we've all been really excited. We've been hoping that that there's going to be some sort of Tales of the Valiant creator. There's been talk about it being on Demiplane, but I don't know. That could be really interesting.
Come on, Demiplane.
Yeah.
Look, Demiplane / Roll20.
Oh, hi. Come here. Exactly. So we're just kind of like bated breath.
Let me make the sign so that way the Gen Zs understand what you're doing right now, Evan.
Oh yeah.
Because wow,
I know, you're right.
Now this.
I just dated myself. Gen X, baby.
Yeah.
Hi.
Your Gen X is showing.
Look, this just in.
Yeah.
Fitz says, I felt a disturbance in the force. Did you leak season 2 spoilers today? I am in the doghouse.
Actually, y'all are in the doghouse for super chatting when we were clearly kidding.
Yeah, it's your fault.
We love you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're in trouble. Oh boy.
Oh, and Shard has Tales of the Valiant tools. Okay,
that's true.
A couple of times I dabbled in Shard, I did like it. And Alchemy, which I know Matt.
I know Tay is a big Shard.
I love Alchemy. I do.
Terrible name. Great tool.
Mm-hmm.
Shard. Yeah.
Shard.
Here I sit broken hearted. I came to, and I only sharded.
Sharded?
No.
Yeah. Pull all TFE tools from the pipeline a few months back.
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Yeah. That does feel bad, but I do love Alchemy. I won't lie. I do. It's a beautiful.
What a great time for nerds. What a time to be alive.
Such a good time.
Uh-oh.
TTP. You are amazing.
Thank you for the pocket change, friends.
Up.
We know it was given in great fun, and we appreciate your being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Bless. Evan, have fun being in the doghouse with Fitzy.
Yes, have a good time there.
Yeah,
enjoy that.
We missed Fitz this time. I will be gone next week. It's looking like. So y'all do fun things then, and then. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have so many exciting things coming up, y'all. We've got a play with our friend Glen for Alzheimer's, and we've got the aforementioned spoilers for Bud and Herb, and we've got this amazing one shot from AK. So please stick around and join our teams, various, so that you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah,
like things and join things
enjoy yourself. Enjoy the go.
Yeah, please enjoy.
Enjoying the go.
Yeah, and if we need more Mary Lucy Bivens,
I was going to say,
let us
know.
Mom,
take us out.
Yes,
walk us out here.
Mm-hmm.
We need a walk off from Mom.
Yeah, we might need one more walk off.
There's a delay, so she'll be popping in about 10, 9, 8. 7, 6, 5.
We're probably going to Abingdon, Virginia's
-1
incredible game store, TTRPG based store.
Wolf Den. The Wolf Den?
Wolf Den Games.
There she is.
You have no idea. You have no idea what you're asking.
More you?
You're right.
Happy
I don't.
Weekend, everybody. You're wonderful. Bye.
Exactly. There it is. Roll it, AK.
Roll
Good job.
Beautiful.